Alright, hey again, this is Leeadama, and in this particular tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys the expression chip for the Stargate little contraption I made really quick. I realized what I did was kind of unfair. I promised you guys in the video that would be in the description. I tried a description, but for some reason it didn't want to work. I guess I'm doing something wrong. If you guys know what I'm doing wrong, just give me know or post a comment or send me a message. And then I said on the description that I couldn't post it, and then it said you had to add me as friends, and that's kind of unfair because it's just not fair. So in this one, I'm just going to show you guys how to make the expression real quick. Well, not real quick, I'm just going to comprise a tutorial on expressions, lightly expressions. I'm going to call it Leeadama's Garrys mod tutorial number 2.5, lightly grazing the expression chip and showing you guys how to make the wire Stargate one. It's kind of long, I know, so I'm just going to short it down. Alright, so go into your spawn menu, you're going to go into your wire menu, you're going to go into your wire control, chip, expression. You want to create a new expression. You don't want an old expression. You're going to call it file name whatever you want, label it whatever you want. Alright, inputs, you're going to want to put input your chevron, your active, and your income. Your outputs, your chevron C1 for chevron 1, chevron 2, chevron 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, then your SGC alarm. The SGC alarm. And your income sounds. There's normally two in this case. There's the unscheduled off-world activation, and then there's the SGC alarm. The alarm, I mean the SGC off-world alarm. And your iris. Alright, now this first line here is stating that when the active of the gate equals 1, then the SGC alarm would automatically get turned on. We want that, because we want the SGC alarm to sound when the gate is active. So that line just does it. It's this really simple line. Alright, now second line. Line 2 and 3 are line 2 is 7, 2 to 8, sorry, are pretty much the same. Chevron 1, when the chevron is landed at chevron 1, then the chevron 1 sound equals 1. Chevron 2 equals chevron 2. Alright, so now what are all these deals with 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s? Alright, well, basically 1 and 0 is like binary. 1 is true and 0 is false. Alright, and here in chevron 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because these are inputs. Inputs can be whatever you want. Inputs can be 346,392.728444 if you wanted, and it wouldn't matter. But the outputs will be like, it could output whatever you want, but if you want it, like when you're using a sound, 1 means to play it, 0 means to stop it. And line up to line 8. Okay, line 9. Line 9 active equals 0, meaning when the gate's shut off, and then the SGC alarm equals 0, which is false, so it would automatically turn it off. And this line is a really important line, because if you don't have this, people in servers might get annoyed. Might kick you, might ban you if you want it, because there's no spam, there's no sound spamming. So you really want to make sure you have this line incorporated in your expression chip you make. Line 10. Line 10 states that when the income of the gate itself is equal to 1, then the income sounds, which would be your unscheduled off-world activation and your SGC off-world alarm, will be equal to 1, meaning it will turn them on. Alright, now line 11. Line 11 states that when the income of the gate equals 0, then the income sounds equals 0. Like I said, we don't want to spam sounds in this server and get kicked and banned. That would suck. Alright, now line 12. Line 12 states that when the income of the gate is true, then the iris automatically closes. Just like it would in the show, except in the show it's controlled by them, but yeah. Alright, now line 13. Line 13 states that when the chevron of the gate equals 0, meaning when there's no chevrons being activated, then all the sounds automatically get reset. And it actually does make sense, because if you don't have this line right here, it's a really long line. I'll show you guys in more in depth, so you guys can write it down. It makes it so that the sounds reset. Otherwise, this pretty much chip would be useless and it would never reset, and it'd pretty much be a one-time thing, and you don't want to wire all of that up again. This next line, line 14, states that when the income of the gate equals 0 when it's turned off, well, not when it's turned off, when the income equals 0, meaning if you can have an outgoing wormhole or not, and when there's an incoming wormhole, then it would be equal to 1. So when the income of the gate equals 0, then the iris of the gate would equal to 0, meaning it would open up, just like in the show. Alright, next, line 15. Line 15 states that when the income is true, then all the sounds would be off. Because like in the show you don't hear Walter share chevron 1 engage, chevron 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7 when there's an incoming wormhole. Because that kind of defeats the purpose and there's no point. Because like they don't really expect when an incoming wormhole is coming in. Yeah. They don't really expect that, so Walter's not really prepared. Okay, we're gonna get an incoming wormhole in 3 seconds. No. He doesn't really know. No one knows. Alright, so you validate it. It's validated. Woohoo. And you save it. You save it. And you spawn it, and it's right there. Yay, happy dance. Alright. That's pretty much the in-depth. I might actually do another tutorial later on in my series if I make one. Well, I'm probably going to make one with all the positive feedback of all the 3 comments I got on you guys of how nice it is. So I might actually make a more in-depth expression tutorial, because I know a lot of people on the internet are really frustrated, like, how do I use expressions, and I know it'd be really awesome if I know how to use expressions. So I'm actually going to make a really basic and simple one for you guys. I'm going to make a more advanced one later on if I have the time. Alright, so I hope you guys have fun with this little expression chip. It's one chip and it does so much in my opinion. And I hope you guys have fun with it. Alright, so I'm Leeadama.